Tonight's headlines: 2022, a chance to aim higher, says Duterte. Agriculture damages due to Odette soar to 9 billion pesos. Reported deaths due to Odette now exceed 400. Passengers crowd Ninoy Aquino International Airport on New Year's Eve. Benguet temperature drops to 7.7 degrees Celsius. And AirAsia Philippines increases flight frequencies. Good evening. Today is Friday, December 31, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. President Rodrigo Duterte said Friday that the new year offers an opportunity to aim higher. In his New Year's message, the president stressed that the country has given a fresh start and opportunity to aim higher and do things better in the spirit of genuine compassion and change. The president also praised the Filipino people's resilience in the face of adversity. He added that the dedication and courage of medical and essential frontliners, uniformed services, civilian personnel, and volunteers demonstrate what great things we can achieve if we work in solidarity. The Department of Agriculture announced that damage to the country's agriculture sector brought about by the onslaught of Typhoon Odette in the Visayas and Mindanao has soared further to 9 billion pesos. The latest tally is higher than the 8.4 billion worth of damage and losses reported on Wednesday. In particular, the typhoon ravaged 351,932 hectares of agricultural areas in Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, Western Visayas, Central Visayas, Eastern Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, Northern Mindanao, Davao, Soc-Sargen, and Caraga. Odette affected 132,658 farmers and fishers, with a volume of production loss at 194,671 metric tons, and commodities that were lost include rice, corn, high-value crops, coconut, sugarcane, livestock, and fisheries. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said on Friday that reported death toll due to Typhoon Odette has climbed to 405. And the RRMC chief, Ricardo Halad, said the victims died from drowning, getting hit by uprooted trees, trapped under debris of collapsed infrastructures, and buried in landslides, adding that 82 people were reported missing and 1,147 were reported injured. A total of 4,457,846 people, or 1,139,148 families, were affected by the typhoon in around 6,000 barangays. At least 506,626 were displaced from their homes, some of them now staying in 1,325 evacuation centers. The most affected areas were Palawan, Negros Occidental, Bohol, Cebu, Negros Oriental, Southern Leyte, the Nagat Islands, and Surigao del Norte. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.
Si Harry Roque ang pinakamagaling na spokesman, kaya inggit sa kanya ang oposisyon.
Tama lang na ipinaglaban ko ang balik trabaho para bumalik ang kita ng mga nagtatrabaho at naghahanap buhay. Hindi pwedeng magutom ang pamilya. Dapat lang po ingat buhay para sa hanap buhay. Basta trabaho, kita at hanap buhay ang nakataya. Nasa harap niyo po ako.
Ibigay natin ang tudong suporta kay Harry.
ngayong Lunes sa The Athletes Tribune Season 2. Pakinggan ang mga inspiring stories.
Wala akong shooting, wala akong jump shot, wala akong 3 points. Pero dahil sa puso ko, sa hard work ko, kumukuha ako ng rebound, dumidepensa ako. So sa akin, binigay ko naman talaga kung ano natutunan ko about sa basketball. So
Ma-motivate sa kwento ng tagumpay.
Makapasok din sa Gilas sa tutulang. And sobrang saya dahil siyempre hindi yung pangalan mo na Mark Pingis ka o Jimmy Alapag ka, Randall Yucam ka. Ang dinadala kasi namin doon is yung pangalan sa harap.
Abangan ang recently retired Philippine basketball star, 9-time PBA champion, 2-time PBA Finals MVP, at 2011 PBA All-Star Game MVP, Mark Pingis. January 3, Monday at 7 p.m. sa all-new season ng The Athletes Tribune.
Chris Masaya, pagsama-sama.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, passengers flocked the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 on New Year's Eve for their flights to the provinces. Long queues of travelers were seen outside the departure area of the NAIA Terminal 3, while lines of passengers keep growing longer at check-in counters. Some air travelers also spent the night at the airport. Meanwhile, more than 100 overseas Filipino workers who arrived at Clark International Airport were transferred to the COVID-19 field hospital in Burnham Green, Luneta, Manila on Friday after testing positive with the coronavirus. The hospital has been designated as the new quarantine facility for returning OFW amid the Omicron threat. State Weather Bureau Pagasa disclosed that Benguet Province on New Year's Eve recorded the coldest temperature so far this amihan season at 7.7 degrees Celsius. Baguio City also recorded its lowest temperature so far at 10.6 degrees Celsius at 4 a.m., while Quezon City recorded a minimum temperature of 20.1 degrees Celsius at 6 a.m., according to Pagasa. Baguio's coolest temperature on record was at 6.3 degrees Celsius back in January 18, 1961. The lowest temperature drop in Metro Manila was at 14.5 degrees Celsius recorded in January 11, 1914. The onset of the amihan season, which prevails over the eastern part of the Philippines, was declared on October 26. And in business, low-cost carrier AirAsia Philippines said Friday it is increasing its flight frequencies and reopening key hubs in anticipation of strong demand as travelers fly back home after the holiday break. AirAsia Philippines said starting January 1, 2022, it is increasing flight frequencies to Katiklan to 34 times weekly, Kalibo to 8 times weekly, Iloilo 10 times weekly, Tacloban to 28 times weekly, Tagbilaran to 11 times weekly, Puerto Princesa once daily, Bacolod to 11 times weekly, and Davao twice daily. International flights, meanwhile, include to and from Singapore every Saturday, Hong Kong every other Sunday of the month, and Kuala Lumpur 5 times weekly, which is operated by AirAsia Malaysia. The airline also announces the reopening of its Clark International Airport hub with the thrice-a-week Clark-Katiklan flight, which will commence on January 22, 2022. That wraps up the stories tonight, and we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Department of Tourism, Mary Kay, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. And on behalf of the Tribune News on Q staff, Daily Tribune's editorial, online, and digital teams, we are wishing you a safe, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Boto mo to, Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama. Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Q. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at TribuneNow on YouTube. See you there, mga katribu!
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, TribuneNow. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.